No woman, no cry. Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman,
Many
no
of these
cry.
cases, in fact, law and order, two of the main.
Good friends we have, and good friends we lost along the way.
Emphasized.
I'm here today to protect my grandchildren. They haven't got a hope in hell for what's going on.
Your choices become much harder. You'll have to decide. Take the mark of the beast, or be cut off. Worship the image, or be hunted.
When it's fiction, you understand your side with resistance. Yet when it's happening to you in real life, right now,
The developing world does not need is more children.
I would like to reduce the number of people on the planet.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia, driven by a well-oiled, well-armed, and multinational group of elites.
First, the Russians were the enemy against whom we're going to build space-based weapons. Then terrorists would be identified, and then we were going to identify third world country crazies. We now call them nations of concern. And the next enemy was asteroids. The last card is the alien card. We're going to have to build space-based weapons against aliens. All of it, he said, is a lie.
Outranking world leaders with plans for a new world order.
Sends its regards.
Okay, so I know it got crazy towards the end. I'm gonna start explaining my compilations, bro, at the end of the videos. So look, I know it gets crazy towards the end, but what I'm basically explaining is everything has been planned out. The terrorist attacks, the false flags, all to lead up towards putting up satellites, putting up defense satellites that will project down holographic reverse engineered UFOs, holographic UFOs. It's going to be a full-on psychological warfare. This is a mental, spiritual warfare. You need to get that through your head. Your governments are not on your side. Basically, this is not to promote like full-on anarchy, but like if you're trying to go crazy. Going down the alien rabbit hole, the UFO rabbit hole during elementary school, there was always talk about abductions and implants, tracking devices, so that the abductees were tracked, so that they're activated at a certain moment, so that they can hear the aliens communicate with them. What if I told you it's been our government? It's not people coming from space entirely. They have the technology to reverse engineer the UFOs. They have the technology to chip us. They have the technology to track us. They have the technology to do anything they want. They're working in cahoots with these aliens, these demonics.
This is the first specimen. This is actually a nanowire. Our bodies don't reject these biosensors, and so our tissues will engulf them. So there is no rejection of these. And they come in various shapes and sizes. This was a politician in Southern California in the early 40s, 50s, up into the early 90s. They used to be the size of a grain of rice. Now they were able to trace through the digital serial number of this microchip. And this microchip went back to an NSA database. It's a special forces soldier. There was a frequency that was detected we had not detected in the last 20 years that we've been doing this. When we traced this signal, we expected it to be a frequency that was owned by the United States. And it wasn't. It was actually owned by NATO. And so we're like, well, what the heck? Why would NATO have the license rights on this frequency, particularly coming from a U.S. Special Ops soldier?
Okay, nanotechnology. This is a mesogen. So I found this in unvaccinated blood. And you can see here how they self-assemble. They have all this wiring in between. So this is electronic circuitry, actually. These little quantum dot-like microstructures are literally self-assembling this. And so you...
Shows the ufologists his arm. There appears to be an object implanted under the skin. He says that the alien put it there during his last encounter.
The idea that the Democrats or the Biden is hiding people and sucking the blood of children and no, I'm serious. This
is where I will cook my foreskins. Imported directly from the Adrenochrome factory.
I've never tried the foreskin salad.
Sounds satanic.
Right.
We're late, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't want to push it. I don't want to push it. Back up. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't want to push it. I don't want to push it. Back up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eating baby, drinking baby's blood. We sacrifice the baby, we do sex to the babies. When we're dancing with the skulls after the babies are dead. What skulls? The baby skulls. From before? Yeah, from before. We put it on.
Where did the baby skulls come from?
They come from the baby.
How would you get them from the baby?
We cut the baby's head off, then we peel the meat from the skulls.
By this adrenaline or hormone, by this medicine. Iron Man, Ben Affleck, George W. Bush, and also this is the Minister of Foreign Affairs, you know him. This is the British Prince Philip, and this is the Pope. Even he is using it. When you look at old pictures from these people, you will find these blue spots around their eyes from time to time. This is a side effect, which is caused by the injection. And now look at this picture. This is like a slap into the face, this picture. When they take it from the children, they have to put the children into a state of fear. The children are tortured. And at the time of death, they take the blood from the children and then they turn it into a medicine. Now this is prohibited. Do you know how many children disappear every day worldwide? 2,500 children every day. 2,500. Most of them in third world countries. And there are organizations there who torture these children. And then at the time of death, they take their blood and they take this hormone and they sell it to the rich. Okay, did you know that WikiLeaks had published about this? 2013 was the year when this serum was prohibited in America. And there were quite a few companies who had planned to produce this.
Did you know that on American Horror Stories double feature, they not only show Hollywood and Adrenochrome, but they show symbolism of our President Eisenhower made deals with gray aliens. The aliens were allowed to abduct a certain amount of humans so long as we got technology in return.
Can't believe we're doing this.
I never thought I'd get you out of the city.
I think this is going to be the perfect place to work without distraction.
I've been coming out here to write for a few years now. This place inspires us.
I could really use some of the inspiration you guys have on tap. I'm facing some serious writer's block.
That won't last long. Trust me.
Something weird is going on here, and I want to know what it is.
There's nothing more addictive than success. You've tasted it now. You're never going to be able to live without it.
We are not safe here.
Oh my God. It takes pain to make beautiful things.
Sir, you didn't see this.
Mother of God.
Whoever you are, wherever you come from, stop what you're doing. I'm sure we can reach an understanding. And just listen to me.
Mr. President, it is you who will listen to us.